This program is brought to you by Sunday Tribune and Jeep Apparel.
Good morning to all of you guys. This is the Sunday Tribute Jeep Hill2Hill 105 kilometers of mountain biking mania.
It should be a good race. It's a really great field out here today. Very tough course.
It's a long race, guys just wear themselves out. I mean 105 k's, you don't really need to make any moves, just stick close to the front if possible, ride your own pace and worry about yourself, and then I mean if you're in a nice position in the last 10 k's then you can try work something out there.
There's a lot of competition. I mean, you know, Barry is also, I believe he's here, and he's just, you know, had a good result in coming 6th in the under-23 World Champs, so he's definitely going to be very strong today. So, you know, it's he's definitely my danger man for the day, and of course there's always a couple, one or two other guys that are always there and thereabouts, so it should be good.
I think it's pretty hard today. You know, there's a very diverse field, and yeah, I think, you know, there's a lot of guys that could do really well, so you'll just have to look at everyone, you know.
It's going to be a long day. It's obviously been extended to 105 k's. I've done enough training, so hopefully I'm going to go for first and yeah, give it my best.
You know, when you're coming into a race like this, there's a huge field, so you've got to make sure that you get to the front very quickly. And luckily the organisers had put in this nice open road section, which really opened up the field quite a bit and just allowed us to sort of find our way through the field and, you know, get into position and right before we hit the single track. So yeah, that made it quite a lot easier.
Where we
sometimes it's difficult when you're at the front of the race and the pace is very quick. You sometimes make those little judgmental errors and you head off in the wrong direction. And it's important to adjust quickly and get back on track so that you don't lose any positions in the race. One of the things that made the Hill2Hill a little different was riding through the centre of Pietermaritzburg, and then just to finish it off we headed down an urban assault stairs section, which really just tested the skills and just added a little fun element to the race. For the guys that weren't up to the full 105-kilometre route, there was also a 40-kilometre route that also started at 6 o'clock at Cato Ridge and followed the last 40 kilometres of the longer distance route.
Actually, it wasn't too bad. I caught, I was passing right and he just swung straight into me, set me in the bushes.
The ride's been great, The ride's been fantastic. It's been quite fast and well organised. Just one or two trails we got slightly lost on, but excellent, most fun.
Tim Starkish, he took us into the first hill and hammered a real pace after coming back from Worlds, so he was really hammering the pace and we just stuck to his wheel, pulled away from Jetson slightly but left him on the technical on the downhill there.
Andrew was strong this year, like in the other races, so I knew he'd probably win if he was doing it, but he went well, he rode very well.
Brilliant win, really had to come back this year and actually prove something, come win the short course, but yeah, awesome ride, very good ride.
It was a very nice course, it was very hilly but fast. And quite muddy as well. My chain kept getting full of mud and it was hard to change gears, but a very nice course.
course is fun, lots of single track, and a couple of big uphills at the end here. But almost finished, so it's all good.
I should have given up smoking 30 years ago. But otherwise not too bad at all. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Back to the 105 kilometre event, we see some of the top ladies making their way through Pietermaritzburg. Early on in the event, Pete managed to get away with Rowan. Rowan unfortunately punctured, and yeah, I mean, being alone, you know you're going to pick up a solo rider pretty easily. There was a very strong chasing field behind him. If I was in Pete's position, I would have set up quite early. It's not really worth it sort of time trialing out there on your own when you've got 90 kilometers left in the event.
Yes, please.
Once the breakaway group was established, we tended to just share the workload quite a bit, especially on the open dirt road sections where you've got the wind ahead of you. You know, it's important for the group to share the workload and try and get as much advantage as they can over the rest of the field.
was almost sort of like a testosterone contest in the beginning, because as soon as the climb got steep, and we knew that we'd have to split it on something really tough, and we were actually riding next to each other and just, you know, wheel for wheel, like half wheeling each other all the time, and yeah, and then eventually we turned around and we saw that we had a little bit of a gap, and then I thought, well, I'm just going to sit with him, and you know, we can ride a good race together. But unfortunately, towards the top, he kicked really hard, and I couldn't match his pace, and so I just left it for a really difficult race, because then we were both just time trialing like 30-45 seconds apart for most of the race, which made it really tough.
Over that damn wall, right? Yeah, we didn't put a step.
After the first King of the Mountain, the lead group had broken up quite considerably. Barry and Brandon were up the road, and David and I, luckily we were still together, so we could share the pacemaking and just try and knock off a little bit on that lead that Brandon and Barry had developed.
Doing fine, thank you. It's a great ride.
Tough but bloody nice, eh? Great ride. Tough hill. I don't know if I think I preferred the last year's hill. It was manageable, but nothing I can't push, eh? So it was great.
The helicopter crash was insane. 1 minute it's up there taking, you know, pictures of us, and the next thing it's down in the dam. David and I saw the whole thing happen, and first thing that comes to mind is you got to go and help these guys. So David and I just headed off down to the water's edge to see if we could help them. Once we saw that they were all okay and had got out the helicopter, we got back to the race. But at that stage, you know, we'd already lost 2 positions, so we had to do quite a bit of chasing just to get back into our original positions.
15 k's ago, I really thought I had it in the bag. You know, I'd done all the hard work and fate would have it that I flattered with about 10 k's to go. I didn't panic. I knew I had a bit of a time gap, so I changed the tube and I just decided not to give up.
Less than halfway gone and I'm tired. Yeah. Legs are a bit sore, but yeah, having fun. Awesome. Well, I've never experienced anything else before, so wow.
I'm not well, but I'm getting better. As we go, it gets better and better.
Be back again next year for more. So at least I'm saying that now. I'll chat again at the end. Maybe I'll change my mind.
When I caught Barry and he was going at half the speed I was going, and I thought, well, I'm just going to attack him and give it everything I've got. And yeah, and then I rode like 10-15 seconds into him, and I was just thinking to myself, well, I've got it. And I thought to myself, cool, it's going to be really good to win this event. And unfortunately, he managed to get back to me. And then I thought, cool, I don't know what I'm going to do now. And then, you know, I thought, well, hopefully he's blown and I'll have the legs to take him in the sprint.
Watch the racing, everybody! It's all happening here. It's the MTN team from Rally Brandon, Barry Thunder. We've got their breeze in the way. Barry Thunder takes it ahead of Brandon Schön.
Finish was a lot harder than I would have liked it to be. I cut a tire on that road, and then I changed the tube, and then when I bombed it with the air inflated, it didn't go up hard enough. So, like the last from where I flattered, I was riding on the rim basically, and you know, it was hard for me to catch back up to Brandon, and you know, I just had to try and not puncture again because I knew the rim was touching on the tube, and yeah, just gave it everything in the sprint. I really didn't think I was going to get it with flat wheel, but yeah, I'm really happy.
It's a hard race. It was a hard race last year. It's an even harder race this year. It's great. I mean, the riding's awesome, but hard, really hard. The end I was cramping. It was nasty. The last 5 Ks are like, ouch. Yeah, you're nearly home, but it hurts. It really hurts.
I was hoping for a win and put everything into it. And on one of the major climbs in the beginning, I managed to get a bit of a gap, and I kept it throughout the race. And yeah, awesome ride.
Barry went really hard in the beginning, and I knew he was going to be good today. And yeah, and then I was pretty surprised when we had like 15 Ks to go and I caught him, and I didn't realize he had flattered, and just attacked him as hard as I could go. He managed to stay with me, and yeah, and then I thought, well, I'll just leave it to the line to sprint it, and unfortunately so close.
Over the last 100 meters, you don't even feel your body. All you're doing is just trying to go as fast as you can. And then as you hit the line, it all hits you at once, and then you know, both of us were absolutely exhausted.
Yes, I will.
Awesome single track, one of the most awesome races ever, absolutely fantastic.
I think I'd be lying if I told you I was fine.
This program was brought to you by Sunday Tribune and Jeep Apparel.
Learn from thy children.